Drew Laughlin was elected mayor of Hilton Head 4 years ago and stands for re-election for the first time next month. Mayor, welcome back to WHHI. We told all of the candidates we'd ask them the same basic questions with the opportunity for follow-up. So I guess the first question should be, why are you running for re-election?
Well, you know, it's hard to answer that question without being corny. I just love this place. I love the people here, and just wanted to do my part.
Mm-hmm. Besides your incumbency, what do you think makes you uniquely qualified to be the mayor?
Well, Bob, I've spent my entire working life on Hilton Head Island. I came here fresh out of law school, a newly minted 25-year-old lawyer, and I have made my life here. I believe that I know the island and I know the people, I know the institutions. I've spent the last 25 years of my life here doing as much public service as I can. Mm-hmm. I've served the town as chairman of what is now the Design Review Board. I've served as chairman of the Planning Commission. I've served as president of the Hilton Head Plantation Property Owners Association. I've served as a commissioner on the board of directors of the Hilton Head No. 1 Public Service District. 7 years as a councilman, 4 years as mayor. So I think I have some notion of how things work here and all the institutions and people that contribute to making this such a special place.
We're going to work on some of those past accomplishments and record in a moment. What should be Hilton Head's priorities in the coming 4 years?
Well, you know, we just adopted a new land management ordinance, which includes a new zoning ordinance, you know, and now we're moving into studying our infrastructure, doing our traffic studies, seeing what infrastructure improvements that we need to make things work well. I'd like to see our partnership with the University of South Carolina at Beaufort come to fruition with our new USCB Hospitality and Management Campus and Ali Lifelong Learning Center. I'd like to see us update our Ward 1 master plan, which we last did 15 years ago. A lot has changed since then. Mm-hmm. I'd like to see us move forward with the expansion and renovation of our rec center. I'd like to see us come up with a sustainable plan for future dredges in Harbortown Yacht Basin. And I'd like to see us exploit our history and culture and especially the history of the island before the bridge and the rich gullah culture we have here.
Okay. What is Hilton Head's primary weakness still, and how do you intend to address it if you get another term?
We are still heavily dependent on hospitality to sustain our economy. We need to support our hospitality industry, but I also think we need to continue our effort to try to find ways to broaden and deepen our economy so that we have an economy that works to sustain our quality of life and provide opportunities for folks.
Is that where the Economic Development Commission that's come up over the past year comes in?
It is indeed.
Yeah, okay. An issue that's come up in the past couple of weeks, the proposal by the developers of the Shelter Cove Town Center to build their apartment buildings along Broad Creek 5 stories high instead of the originally approved 4. Your thoughts?
Well, you know, my original reaction was, my goodness, you're taking a building that's already going to be quite large and making it even bigger. Uh-huh. As I've gotten into it, there are a lot of positives to this. One of the reasons the building would be bigger is it takes the parking inside and has a multi-level interior parking structure that you would not see because it would be enclosed within the building. It would eliminate the big parking lot outside, actually create net more parking spaces than before.
Okay.
One of the things that is very persuasive to me is that the people who live there, the people in Newport, the people in Shelter Cove, like it. They're the ones that will be there. They like it better than what we have on the table now. And of course, you know, Shelter Cove itself, most of those buildings there are 5 stories. Okay. At least one of them is 5 stories over parking. So, you know, you're trying to create that body heat. You're trying to create that mixed use center of activity, if you will.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Mayor.